honestly, going into this, if you had asked me in May, would we have been invested in 6 deals and be general partners in a large apartment complex in Texas, I would have said you were dreaming. But you know what? When you take action, when you stay focused, and when you collaborate, make sure you're on the same page, anything can happen, and we're a testament to that.
Hello, everyone. We're Jacqueline and Melvin Landry, and we welcome you to our podcast, Get Diversified. Throughout these series, we'll cover all the topics and questions you have about investing in apartment buildings, storage facilities, and mobile home parks. Being knowledgeable in these areas will help you feel more comfortable about investing. Apartment investing equals building wealth. Building wealth equals financial freedom. Achieving financial freedom allows you to spend your time with building memories with your loved ones. Let's face it, time is the one element in life that is limited, and you don't want to waste it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Get Diversified. Today's show is about our journey. My name is Jacqueline Landry, and this is my husband, Melvin Landry. Say hi, Melvin.
Hello.
All right. Well, we're starting off with a little bit about our professional career. Melvin, do you want to start?
Sure. So my professional career started off in the early 2000s. So I've started off and working across many different corporate entities. So I have experience in the food industry as well as hospitality and automotives. My expertise is procurement and supply chain, particularly indirect procurement.
And a little bit about myself. I started my career when I was 19 years old at Arthur Andersen. Arthur Andersen, for those that know a little bit about the history, that was the Enron Arthur Andersen fiasco that happened. Basically, my career was spent in project and change management through a whole bunch of different industries and working on large transformational projects. So next, we're going to take you to 2015 to 2019. In 2015, I retired from corporate America, and a few months before that, actually had our first son together. And we decided that we wanted to open a dessert franchise. So we opened one in Dallas, Texas, and I ran and operated that for 4 years. And here's the bad part, guys. I didn't get paid for 4 years. Didn't take any distributions from the business, didn't get paid. And we actually needed to use money from my husband's W-2 jobs as well as his single family real estate just to keep the lights on. But what we finally decided to do in 2019 is we needed to stop the bleeding. We had to shut the business down. Melvin, is there anything you want to add to that? Sure.
So in between the time of opening up the business, again, like she mentioned, I maintained working my original professional W-2 for different organizations working in procurement and supply chain. In addition to that, I had a sizable real estate portfolio that I built and had been working on since 2005. So that respective portfolio had grew up to almost close to 60 single family and small multifamily properties out in Western Pennsylvania. In addition to that, I maintained and worked other jobs as well, just to kind of keep things in front of us. So at any various time, I would also teach college classes as well. I'm also a college professor. So I teach anywhere from 3 to 4 college classes every semester to ensure while the business was operating that, we'd be stable from a financial standpoint. So leading up to even through the progression of the business, thank goodness for real estate, because I was able to help lend a hand in terms of keeping the franchise organization up and going.
All right. So you may be asking, well, what happened in 2020? Well, I had to go back to corporate America, and I joined a corporate performance management company out of Michigan, where I was a customer success manager. And Melvin, what you could give us some insight as to what else we're doing in 2020.
So in 2020 was the start of the pandemic. As you could imagine, for many of us, there was a lot of chaos going on. So Jackie's first day on the job was actually the first day of the actual pandemic. So we were in a household where she was starting a new job. I was working remote in my job. And I think at the time we had a 5-year-old who was doing online remote learning. So a little bit of chaos, to say the least. But hey, we maintained and we kind of kept things afloat and got through that unique patch of our careers, and things progressed well. In the meanwhile, we were dealing with remnants post closure of the business. So as you can imagine, when a business closes, right, typically there's some legal ramifications that's associated with that. So we were heavily involved in those discussions and negotiations as well. So with that, we were able to find a common ground for all parties in dealing with that. And we were able to find a path to move forward, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, and I think one of those reasons we were able to negotiate out of that is my husband is a master negotiator. So thanks to him, we were able to, deal with those issues rather positively. So what else did we decide to do? Well, we really wanted to pick up and kind of start fresh. So we decided to move to Pittsburgh. And you may say, well, why Pittsburgh? Well, my husband has had a single family portfolio in Pittsburgh since 2005. So we figured, well, since we had to liquidate a lot of that due to the business, let's go back to Pittsburgh and let's see if we can really build this back up to where it was and even better and bigger. And the best way to do that would be to actually be there, boots on the ground.
At the time, we were kind of debating a fresh start. Along with that, it was an eye raiser for me, right? When it was like Pittsburgh, wow, coming from Dallas and given the fact that I'm from Louisiana, my wife's from Chicago, we kind of saw it as a happy medium, but the opportunity for us to kind of garner a fresh start, if you will. So we made the move. The move was successful, and living in Pittsburgh has been pretty smooth. I enjoy living here, and my son has garnered to like the school district, and he has a lot of friends here, and it's considered easy living for me compared to the flatness of living in Louisiana. So I like it. I love it here, and it's been so far so good.
It's like a little bit like home, given I'm from Chicago. My husband's actually from Louisiana, so he gets a little afraid of the cold weather and asks me every day in January what the temperature is going to be, thinking that I'm going to say something above 20 or 30, but that's not the case. What happened in 2022? I'll kind of start off by saying kind of 2022 in the beginning, it was really kind of business as usual, right? We were still continuing to build the single family. But in May, Melvin, tell the audience what happened in May that really kind of changed our outset on life.
So, and right around early March, whatever, I saw some marketing for Brad Sumrock community, right? So I got a chance to kind of plug into a couple of webinars and really do a little background history in terms of, what the ecosystem was about. So I decided to kind of take the notion to kind of go and participate in the R2R, which is Dean Rat Race to Retirement Conference, and just kind of gave it an opportunity to kind of see what it was about. Got alignment here from Jack in terms of, let's go dig in and go see what it's about, right? It was a notion of, hey, apartment investing, multifamily, larger scale from what we were accustomed to. So for me, I saw it as an opportunity to potentially scale up, right, versus kind of what I had been doing previously. So I was a part of a previous system as well in the single family world, and had a mentor, and had done very, very, very well in the single family front. But I seen it as an opportunity to potentially gain some more insights into maybe scaling up, doing some things bigger deals. So I was very inquisitive in that aspect. So decided to go to R2R in Dallas, mind you. So here we moved out of Dallas and ended up going back to Dallas to that conference, and I'm glad I did.
So fast forward a few months to July, we decided that in order to really make a difference in the multifamily space, that we really needed to join an elite group of people. So we joined the Brad Sumrock multifamily mastermind group. Yeah. And that was really mind changing. That was just that was a pivotal moment. We really needed to be around the experts. Yeah. So that brings us to September, October. So I retired for the second time, and hopefully the last time from corporate America. And the reason for that is my husband and I realized that if we really wanted this multifamily to take off, that we needed to be a dual effort, and we needed to have the right systems in place. We needed to spend the time building relationships with the people from the Brad Sumrock group as well as the mastermind. So we really needed both of us in order for it to work. So fast forward to November, Melvin, tell them as of November 22, what we actually accomplished.
Yeah. So through the proximity, through the ecosystem, getting to know many individuals within the Sunrock community, and just getting to understand for who were the top-notch operators in the multifamily space, we decided to partner and deploy capital in various apartment deals around Texas and as well as Ohio as well. So we saw that was an opportunity to not only kind of gain exposure and help build and grow our net worth as a team here, but as you all are aware, right, we were heavily involved in the stock market. Stock market wasn't doing anyone any favors. So as you can imagine, right, looking for alternative investment assets was critical and key for us. So we saw that as an opportunity to get into multifamily, really scale up. And real estate has been a blessing and a vehicle for our family previously from a financial standpoint. So we were all in, saw the opportunity again to scale up, and got into a lot of deals really quickly with some pretty solid operators in our ecosystem, which is pretty cool.
So, and we really value the relationships that we built in these two groups. So we decided to join two other groups. So we're part of Raise Masters, as well as the Family Office Club. So these are a very elite group of people that really will help us up our game in the apartment investing arena. So what happened in December? Well, in December, we were super excited. We got asked to be a co-general partner in a deal in San Antonio, Texas. So we were super, super excited, a little bit scared, but we jumped into it. The deal closed December 23rd. So in a nutshell, we passively invested in 5 limited partnership deals. We're part of 1 general partner deal. So we did all that since May of 2022. So our goals, we really crushed our goals, and we're really looking forward to a solid 2023. Honey, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I'll just say a couple of things, right? So as a result of taking action, as a result of getting in the ecosystem, as a result of building relationships, and as a result of investing in ourselves, which is critical, right? You have to invest in yourself to get to where you want to go long term. So we agreed that those trajectories were necessary for us to get to where we wanted to go. We crushed our goals. Honestly, going into this, if you had asked me in May, would we have been invested in 6 deals and be general partners in a large apartment complex in Texas? I would have said you were dreaming. But you know what? When you take action, when you stay focused, and, when you collaborate and make sure you're on the same page, anything can happen. And we're a testament to that. We're looking forward in 2023. We're fired up. We have a lot of momentum going. We're looking to 10x our goals. And, we have a son who's 8, and we're getting him involved as well. He's excited. He wants to be an LP going into 2023. We want to make that happen for him. And it's exciting times right now. I'll just say that. It's been a journey. It's been a real fast one. A lot's kind of crossing our eyes, but we're building critical relationships. We're looking to grow. Next year at this time, we'll be able to kind of share these wins. And again, any headwinds that may come about us, look to kind of take them on and hit our goals.
That's about it for us today. We just wanted to spend some time together talking to you a little bit about where we are and where we came as of the end of 2022. Already a lot of things have been happening in 2023, but we're going to leave those for another podcast. So I want to thank everybody again for taking time out of your busy day. We know everybody is super, super busy, and we hope to see you next time.
Take care.
Jacqueline and Melvin, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to listen to this episode of Get Diversified. Please make sure to subscribe to our podcast so you don't miss out on future episodes. Finally, stop by our website and follow us on social media. Ciao for now. Make it a great day, and we'll see you next time. And remember, get diversified.